Well, good morning. It's DannyDealz. Thank you for tuning in to Un Poco Mas, the show where we give you just a little bit more. The show is produced this morning by executive producer extraordinaire Hurricane Lopez. I want to talk with you again today about Jaguar Health, ticker symbol JAGX. It is March 29th. It is 8 a.m. out here in Los Angeles. That's 11 a.m. out in NYC. I hope it is a great day, a great time wherever you might be located around this beautiful world that we all share. Why did I want to talk to you yet again about Jaguar Health? Another hopelessly boring video that will be described as pumping the stock. I'm not a pumper of Jaguar Health. The company has been terrible for investors. However, I did buy some more this morning. The stock was down like 8%. I grabbed a few shares. Um, why? Why do I still continue to hold? And why did I add at these lows? Basically, the company, I basically had time to read the transcript of the earnings call, and I really like what I saw here. A company can go down and down and down, um, and can burn money and be in development, and it can last many, many years. Their financing structure was bad. They went public way, 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 way too soon. This is a company that should be going public like right about now because now is when they're about to go into their most important P3 or they're about to complete enrollment. I think they're actually already in the trial. And collecting data. That's the conclusion I draw because I don't know how they're already looking for readout in Q3. Anyway, that's in the transcript, which I strongly encourage you to read if you are thinking about investing some money into this stock at these lows. Um, if you're a bottom feeder, a grifter, some kind of traveling salesman selling quinine, if you're thinking about jumping into the shallow end here, definitely read the transcript so you can understand where management is coming from and where they're going, and the actual position of the company. Because remember, this is a big market. Diarrhea, the prevention of diarrhea, it puts people in the hospital. It costs a ton of money. It causes people actually to quit their cancer treatments. Lots and lots of people. I didn't really realize these statistics until I read this earnings call. I've heard all of these things kind of piecemeal from Jaguar analysts talking about Jaguar, mostly just crapping all over Jaguar for good reason. But sorry, guys, it has been a very busy morning. I need some more coffee, but in any case, this company, it is where it is. They've obviously killed shareholders. The stock has gone down like 99.99% from its inception, but we are where we are, and you have to decide should you buy, sell, or hold here at these levels. Um, so basically, when I read the transcript, a couple of things jumped out at me. The HIV market for which they're already selling Mytesi, it's a relatively small market. They did about $12 million last year. They had to revamp their pharmacy network. It was difficult to get referrals. The drug's simply not widely available. Like you couldn't just jump into like a CVS or Walgreens. They had to make a distribution model that worked for them and reduce costs, kind of made their per unit margins better. So they've built out this pharmacy network. They have manufacturing. And they are at 80% enrollment um, on the on target trial of 256 patients, and that is expected to complete enrollment early in the second quarter 2023. So, enrollment for the P3 is going to be completed early second quarter. I read that like April. So that should be a really good catalyst for this stock, which has a market cap look like under $10 million, less than sales just for the HIV indication. And they always say this, it'll be transformative for value recognition of Jaguar. They say that about everything. So, take that with a huge grain of salt, or, Bill Belichick's favorite snacks have salt. But, so diarrhea is the most common side effect associated with cancer therapy. As many as 52% of patients experience diarrhea. Listen to this statistic. This might shock you. In addition to addressing patient dignity and comfort, approximately 40% of patients changing or stopping their life-saving cancer therapy due to diarrhea. Um, that is a little bit shocking. This is a huge problem, and CTD doesn't have any practical available approved treatments. There are drugs, Imodium, loperamide, which are primarily opioids and have constipation risks. And, crofelemer is not an opioid, does not have constipating risk. And each year, according to the CDC, more than 1 million cancer patients receive chemotherapy or radiation in an outpatient oncology clinic in the United States. 50% experienced diarrhea, 40% modified or stopped their cancer treatments due to diarrhea. So the market is just completely skewed if they think, the HIV sales are really the potential of this company. The, this is a very small, very, very small market. Thank goodness. HIV has, in the Western world, we have better medicines with less side effects. A lot of people can take like one pill a day and live, at zero HIV virus, which is amazing. We don't want that market to be large because we have effective treatments that don't cause, you know, this diarrhea in as many patients. But with cancer, that's just not the case. It's a huge problem. It's a huge market. Um, Another thing management emphasized in the call was they have $15 million in cash, and their burn rate has gone down. They lost like $40 million 2021. They lost $34 million 2022, basically because of increased revenue, and they were able to reduce marketing and certain costs associated with their pharmacy network. So burn rate was down to about 8 million approximately per quarter. So they have a 2 quarter runway here, if you want to call it that. I know that's nothing, and that's nothing to, crow about, but for this company, they're usually completely out of money. And I think basically they're saying, hey, we're not going to do an offering next quarter. We're going to get the P3 trial started. That's going to put us in a much better position to raise more money, gain partnerships, probably sign some type of deal that's going to bring the company money in exchange for future revenues. They need a big partner. You know, this management, I don't know if they're capable of growing the company to, hundreds of millions or, God forbid, billions of dollars in sales. DannyDealz heart couldn't take it if this company sold billions of dollars. Whew. DannyDealz, moving on up. But in any case, I'd settle just for like break even, or less losses, or just basic competence, or actually getting something going here. But in any case, I want to encourage you to go ahead and read this transcript. It basically says they're looking actually for some readout for the P3 trial in Q3 of this year. So that leads me to believe they might already be collecting data. Um, wasn't exactly clear in here, but they go on and on about the paradigm shift in the care, about, why do trials fail? Trials mostly fail because of safety, enrollment. These things are actually, and manufacturing. These things are actually already done as far as this goes. The FDA is already approved for the HIV indication. The safety has already been evaluated. The manufacturing end to end is there. It's certified. They have developed this network of specialty pharmacies to distribute the drug, which will allow them to have good margins and good gross profits on this thing. So read the call. People basically think this company is just a fraud. It's a scam. I would argue it is neither. It has had bad mismanagement, bad cash management, horrible money raises. They were public way too soon, and this has been just a bit of a slow moving train wreck if you've been an investor, and you've certainly lost all your money, and people are pissed, and people take this stuff personally. Which they shouldn't, but I don't think the CEO is a scam artist. Remember, they have a subsidiary which they own most of in Italy. That company could go public. It received money at a good valuation very recently. Um, People talk about the interest expense of 12 million, and it wasn't really interest. It was like buying out of certain sales agreements and certain royalty payments they had to make, and they've made a lot of bad deals, not only from investors but from, in terms of distribution agreements, different. They've just been way premature, and this company, like I said, should have gone public a lot later, probably now or soon, but they've been public for years, and it's been an ugly ride. But you just have to say, where are we now at this market cap, with P3 enrollment almost done, with a product that has proven safety, and it looks like it's going to work, and there's a huge unmet need, and the market is being cultivated both in Europe and the United States. We have these orphan drug designations, so um, if they can get approved for like short bowel syndrome and some of these other genetic disorders that result in this life-threatening and horrible chronic diarrhea, if they can start selling even before they get through the on target FDA P3 for the CTD indication. So we have potential for more revenues before this P3 is done. I don't think it's going to be a 3-year P3. I think we can get through this in a couple of years, and I think we can get this thing to market. I think the market cap is way too low right now for the potential, and I think basically the history of the company um, is weighing it down. But you can't live in the past. You have to say, what is the market cap now? Is it undervalued, overvalued? Is it likely to succeed? Is it likely to fail? I think at least we have a coin flip here, and the stock has been taken so low, and there's potential here. So I again encourage you to read the earnings transcript. This is not financial advice. Believe me, DannyDealz has, you know, I'm not trying to pump Jaguar. It's been terrible, but sometimes these stocks that go down this much, they do come back. Now, sometimes they die and go bankrupt, and that's the risk you're taking. It can certainly go to zero, but I don't think that's going to be the case here. I think this drug is extremely needed. I think it is going to gain FDA approval for CTD, and I think there are going to be very, very significant revenues coming in the next few years after we get approval. Thank you for watching Un Poco Mas. My name is DannyDealz. We are talking about Jaguar Health, JAGX. Read the transcript. As far as today, I think the stock is getting hammered again. I bought some, but yeah, of course. If the day ends in a Y, Jaguar is going to get hammered. We are down 5 cents, almost 6 cents, 7% to 72 cents. It's about 8:22 a.m. on the Pacific Coast, 11:22 out in NYC. For executive producer Hurricane Lopez, I am DannyDealz. Thanks for watching. Happy trading. Have a great day. And if you're going to buy Jaguar Health, please do your own research. Don't buy too much. Think about your risk tolerance. Think about your time horizon. Think about not listening to people on YouTube. Doing your research. There is a huge amount of risk in these stocks, and just put in what you can afford to lose. But I like the risk reward profile here. You have to think for yourself. DannyDealz is no role model, much like Dennis Rodman. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.